Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Irons United, and it's West Ham 2, Tottenham 1. Unfortunately, that was the second half. How do we think we played? I would go to John, but he's looking at his fucking phone. Hello, John, and what did you make of that, mate?
Show you. Oh, all right, I'll tell you what. Are you going to hold it or shall I?
Well,
That sums up the indecision in our defence. But anyway, no.
got Prince Andrew over here, who's holding it?
No, the problem is we didn't wake up until Antonio came on, and once he came on, well, a few minutes afterwards, the game did change, and his persistence led to a goal. We scored an actual goal. That's going to be goal of the month, you know, for West Ham, because that's the first goal we scored this month, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
I think so. And then we got a second one, of course.
Left on my mobile chart.
Dear, oh dear, I don't know. Typical. Yeah. But no, the first half was woeful.
Everyone was a cunt until the last 15 minutes.
You're not far off, Dan, but I mean...
Apart from Rice and Snodgrass, apart from that, Antonio come on, changed the game. Up to that point, it was Rice and Snodgrass for 11 men.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. I mean, but it shows you if Antonio's going to be available for a bit more than 20 minutes, we've got hope of getting things. But I think, why is Pellegrini? He's got to be sacked for me. Sorry, he's a yes man. He's got to go. He's got to go. It's as simple as that. Unfortunately, with the 3-2 result, he'll say, oh, well, we only lost 3-2. We didn't do too badly against them. But that isn't the whole story. We were woeful in the first half. We recovered a bit, too late, too little too late, and that was it. So, there you go.
Not bad. What did you think about that 2 points?
2 points, yeah. I need 2 points after that. First half, even.
Fucking shambles.
Well, it was even. It was an even game. Tottenham weren't that clever. But Roberto has proved how much we have missed Fabianski since he got injured. You just have to look at the performances since Fabianski's been injured. It's been poor. Really, really poor. And the defence have got no confidence in him. They're playing... I mean, Creswell had a good game today. I thought he played well. Rice had a better game. He hasn't been that clever this season. But overall, Pellegrini's to blame. Pellegrini is totally to blame. That substitution.
Would you blame Pellegrini 100%, or would you give the ref some of the blame for the first half?
The ref was disgraceful. Harry Kane. I mean, I've refereed myself. I travelled down from fucking Wales from this.
He was a referee.
Right,
moving on swiftly.
I've refereed myself, and some of those decisions, it was so biased. If someone fouls 5 or 6 times, they get automatically yellow card. How many fouls did he commit and he gets away with it? The golden boy of England. And that's what the problem is. Ogbonna, people either like him or hate him, and I don't mind him. He got dropped.
I'm dreading taking this microphone to Stelios because he loves Ogbonna and he scored a goal.
Against Everton, I went down to Everton and Ogbonna was one of our better players that day, which says a lot because everyone was poor, but he was one of our better players. He got dropped after that game. I don't know why. Balbuena's come in, he's dropped today. So there's no consistency with the manager. He doesn't know his best starting 11. His substitution, the half-time substitution, was woeful. Antonio definitely should have come on, but Yarmolenko was awful in that first half. Absolutely
It was like he wasn't even there.
He was absolutely awful. And Haller doesn't get, we've all been saying it, he doesn't get anyone round him working off him or working with him. But he was to blame for that second goal. He lost it. He got bullied out. He got bullied out of that challenge, and he gave up.
What was he even doing in that position?
Arnautovic, for all these faults, at least in a game like today, we've been fired up. You know, Haller is not enjoying it. You can tell he's not enjoying it because of the manager.
The difference is, though, with Haller and Arnautovic, he's a cunt.
Well, that's it. He is a complete cunt, and I don't, I wanted him gone way before he did. But we haven't. Pellegrini has not changed anything. He just sticks to one up front. Go back to 2 up front. Cotti, McAvenny, Hurst, Peters.
Last season, you've got either Carroll or Chicharito. Chicharito put the crosses in with a midget in the box.
Play 2 up front.
Or go low balls, try and break through.
What are we scared of? If you play 2 up front, the other side have got to organise their defence differently as well. Play to our strengths with someone playing off Haller. It's simple.
Who would you have played with Haller up top?
Antonio would have started for me.
But in hindsight...
if Anthony today, if he's on that bench, he's fit to play. Start him. If he tires, take him off. Stop, because if he'd come on and
In hindsight, I agree. My
Yes,
worry was if he was started, would he have been knackered after 20 minutes? Because we know that's what's happened in the past. He's come back too early. He's been.
But the same could have happened in the second half. Then you've lost the substitution. We lost the substitution because he ended up taking Yarmolenko off anyway, which was poor because then we're down to bringing Sanchez on towards the end. He played all right when he come on, but he isn't good enough. I mean, Pellegrini thinks he is. We don't. We'll see it from the sideline. And it's every week. Pellegrini has got to go.
Well said, well said. Okay, moving on. Let me just say before we move on how beautiful the new supporters club is. Just look at that view, how close it is to the stadium. Right, we are going to... Still, we're not going to come to you yet because we're going to save the gloat until last. Dan, how'd you make of that? We won the second half, would you agree?
No.
Well, come on. Doom and gloom.
At 3-0, you ain't got to do bollock all.
If we had played the way we did in the last 15 minutes...
But Tottenham were never going to play in the second half.
We would have...
They were never going to play like that, though, were they?
Now.
Yeah, exactly. Pellegrini's done, mate. Simple as.
Yeah.
Game over for Pellegrini. They won't.
Who would you take to replace him?
The trouble is, though, them 2 goals, they've papered over the cracks. I think you lose 3 or 4-0, he's gone by tomorrow. But them 2 goals have saved him. Who'd you get to replace him? That's not my job. Who would I have?
Who would Fandan goals replace him with?
I would have Eddie Howe or Lee Johnson at Bristol.
Let us know what you think.
And a lot of people might laugh at the Lee Johnson one, but the thing with him is he'll set up 4-4-2, he makes us hard to beat, and he does it with next to nothing there and achieves good things in Championship.
But are we thankful that mad cunt from Billicree Town did not come to us? No. Still.
Yes,
Ogbonna, we're going to go. How did you like that, mate?
I felt sorry for Antonio and I felt sorry for Snodgrass because I felt that they was carrying the whole team.
Don't feel sorry for them, feel sorry for me.
But
I'd have had 160 odd quid if Antonio put the second one in.
But at the end of the day, I'm just here for the jolly up.
He's here for the Johnny up. And that is from Andre the Shul. Dave! Oh, we got Dave! Dave's back drinking again, as you can see. He's had a few weeks off of drinking. He's got jowls like a monitor lizard. Look at that. Look at that. When Dave shakes his head, he sounds like a teenager fapping. What did you make of that?
To be perfectly
Dave,
honest,
take the
Dan,
microphone. This is serious.
it is very serious. I think we should all have a little burst of Pellegrini's Claret Blue Army, because he brought us back into that today and gave us our pride
Dave,
back.
I said you could come on this because you promised you weren't drunk
Can you
yet.
stop being sarcastic now?
You said you wasn't. I said you're not coming on, Dave, because you've drunk too much, and you assured me
I've got to
you
stop.
wasn't drunk.
I've got to stop the sarcasm.
No, Dave.
Perfectly fair. On that note, Pellegrini has to go. He's made a laughing stock of us as a club. He doesn't care. Bringing on Sanchez halfway through the second half there, he's sticking his middle finger up at us and he's going, there you go, boys, sack me, because I'm going to get £16.5 million out of this. But we just don't need it. We don't need... Noble said they don't run us as a circus anymore. Fuck my boots.
Would you have Neil Diamond as manager?
Yes, I would.
Sweet Caroline?
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. Right, moving on.
No, I ain't
Oh, he's not finished yet.
Oh, I haven't finished
Hang on
yet.
a minute. You take that, I'll have a little sit down.
Dan, your hair has gone really grey.
See what he's made me do? The one thing about this supporters club is the chairs are really low. My hair.
Yeah,
Love
you-
my hair.
Move on.
You want some?
Boring now.
Your hair is really grey.
Thank you. Not as grey as yours, you blue rinse bitch.
My hair is nice.
Right, we'll talk about this at the bingo on Tuesday. Hello, mate. How you doing? You all right, Dan?
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
I'm a Finnish guy and check the match and there's a fucking rubbish in this game in this evening.
Rubbish. You finish, eh?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello, mate. Do you want to say a few words? What did you think of that?
Go slowly. They don't change the game. It's too slow. They don't fucking too slow.
Too slow. We need to change the game. Kitosh. Would you like to Kitosh?
Game is good, but you know, result is not good.
Not good.
Yes.
No? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Pellegrini before he took over the role. Stelios, Ogbonna scored. What do you make of that, Mark Window?
Ogbonna scoring.
What do you make of the whole match?
Poor.
Yeah.
Again. Stop looking at me like that.
All right. Well,
Give me an erection.
I had one until John LeFranc got on. I'll never get one
what's the
again.
question?
What did you make of that game? What did you make of the first half?
Well, this Roberto is a clown. How bad can David Martin be that he's not even getting in the team? It's just
I mean, you'd
ridiculous.
give him a game just for being Alvin Martin's son.
I'd give you a game because you can't be any worse.
All right, moving on from the fetish talk between me and Mark Window. Dan, do I get Stell on?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah?
Let's let him have a little bit.
All right, here we go then, Stell. Ogbonna scored. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sorry, but that's all we've got time for. Thank you for watching Irons United.
I went with your Stell for this one.
Hang on. And he's going to interview Stell. Which way?
Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to interview Stell for this one.
How about I interview you both? He's not a fan of Ogbonna. Stelios is just a cunt.
Right, full stop. What's your concern in defence when you consider the inconsistency in team selection still?
Can I just say, not only that, but we've got a midfielder we're relying on in defence as well.
True.
Okay. So,
But come on, is that we're actually valuing the opinion of a Scotsman and a Turk.
right, my biggest concern is that we don't seem to have strength in depth. That's the problem at the moment. So I know you don't like Ogbonna, but I think he's a decent defender, and I think we need a player like him back. And he's the only player that we've got that can actually head the ball away when the ball goes in the box.
But coming away from defence for a minute, let's think about up front. Sitting isolated again. We don't press moving forward. What is it that Pellegrini's got to do? Are we relying on players who are injury prone? Antonio coming back, inconsistency in performance. What is the situation with Pellegrini? How do we move forward still?
Seems to me Pellegrini hasn't learnt his lesson during the international break. He's done exactly the same as what he did before the international break. He's playing a 4-2-3-1, which doesn't work for us. We don't have the players that are good enough to do that. If you do a 4-2-3-1, you've got to have a much more mobile player with Rice in the two. And with greatest respect to Noble, he's not a mobile player. He's all right, but he's not a very mobile player. So that's one mistake. Allaire, when he played for Frankfurt, played in a three up front. He's now the target man. He's not a target man. He played behind two front men, which was much better and he proved to be much better than I'm being put off by his he proved to be much better in a 3 than a 1. Simple as that. So we don't have a spine of the team. Our spine of the team is poor at the moment.
Chelsea up next still. Chelsea up next.
3-2 to West Ham.
Is that the West Ham way, or let's be realistic here still, come on, we are not performing at all as a team. There's no confidence there. We're making £40 million players look like, well, I don't know, I mean, the £40 million player look like Snodgrass.
Taking over my job.
Let's be honest here. Let's talk about any positives we can take from this game. Who are the top performers for West Ham? What can we take away from this today? Dan, I spoke to you earlier on, he said if we had 11 Snodgrasses, it'd have been a different game out there. He's the only one, mate, that ran, put his heart on his sleeve.
You know what? Yeah, I agree. And the only other player I would say played all right and put a bit of heart in it was Creswell today. I think Creswell tried.
Metal in both legs says Stell and Anton up front.
Say that again.
Metal with metal legs says Stell and Anton both up front.
Yeah, well, no, he's shit. And he's a defender, but he's a shit defender. But anyway.
Stell's like Chicharito, so you don't want that, mate.
Well, he was your. He was the one you wanted to keep. I won't swear. It's a family channel. Andy, what do you think of the game today?
Well, I think we played better in previous games.
Started.
I think we've played better in previous games. But to be honest with you, it looks to me like the manager doesn't seem to want to change the formation, doesn't seem to want to change the team. He wants to stick with what's not working. And it seems obvious to everybody else that you've got to change the formation, you've got to change the team, you've got to get the right people in the right places. And to be honest, at the moment, I'm never a manager out person. I'm totally behind the club, behind the manager, behind all the players, everything. Even Roberto, I won't boo him or anything like that.
He's not been on a march since Terence Brown was in charge.
But to be honest, today with the team that he put out, I'm not really comfortable with that selection, and I'm thinking, is Pellegrini really the man that wants to be here himself? Does he want to be here? And I don't think he does. I think he's looking perhaps for the payoff. Does he need the payoff? No, he doesn't. So that's really where I am. But the main thing is the supporters club today in a new venue, right? We're absolutely heaving, and it's fantastic that everybody has come out and supported the supporters club today. As a committee, we put a lot of work into trying to get a new venue, okay, to try and get the people in. We've got 250 odd people in here now, right?
200 non-members and 50 members, but other than that...
No, we've got more than that, and we don't care. So long as we're filling the bar,
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. So long as we're filling the bar and we're getting people in here, you're getting a reasonable price for the pint, right? So Foster's at £4 a pint, okay? Heineken at £5. If you want a double spirit, right, and a mixer, it's going to cost you £5, right? You ain't going to get that anywhere else. You are not going to get that anywhere else. So get to the Supporters Club, sign up online, whusc.co.uk, okay, sign up, get your membership card, and come out. What did I think of Spurs?
Right, let's move on.
Spurs, shit, okay, but that doesn't compare to what we were at times. But there you go.
Not only that about the supporters club, that if you're ever watching and you want to be on the video, this is where we're going to be. This is where we're going to be. So come in, tell us we're talking bollocks, we don't mind. Come to supporters club. Find us and tell us you want to be on the video.
The more of you that turn up, the more we get free drinks. So,
Ain't that right?
Hello, mate. What's your name?
Jamie.
Jamie, what did you make of that? What did you have to say?
We've lacked in everything. I think goalkeeping is a major point. In January, I think we've got to sign a new keeper. Or at least get someone in that can do a capable job.
Oh, would you give the youngster a go?
I think I've seen lots of. I've watched Ang last season and some videos of him. He looks really good, and they rate him in the academy, and so did the England coach. They think he's quite a good player. But
would you wait until a cup game to give him a chance, or would you just put him in the Premier League game straight off?
If they don't rate Martin, I think why not give Ang a chance? Yeah. Give him a small chance, maybe. Because who knows, he could turn into fantastic goalkeeper, and Fabianski struggles to get back into the team. But it still doesn't progress past the idea of how happens with our centre-backs. They were better than the last 3 or 4 weeks, considering we had Balbuena, who is lacking also confidence. But I thought overall the full-backs played well today. I think it was a tough job against Son and Lucas. So I thought they had a good try at it. I think we need... Noble played well again today. He always does against Spurs. Snodgrass was clearly our best player.
Brilliant.
I think he could be Hammer of the Year. Easy enough.
But I think it's between him and Rice at the moment.
Oh yeah, him and Rice definitely going.
Rice had it.
Rice had a fantastic game as well, especially against a strong physical Tottenham team. And I thought the referee was also a bit
of a wanker.
Yeah, I think that describes him. Frederick's perfectly timed tackle on Son goes down. That's a yellow card apparently, but you can't put past the referee's performance as there's a blame for us losing today. I think we were just terrible overall. Hannah needs support wherever.
That seems to be the problem with West Ham, is you have a short guy and you play him on his own up front and then put the crosses in.
Yeah.
You have a tall guy, you try and play the long ball.
Yeah.
When will West Ham realise that you've got to have 2 forwards playing off each other, not just sticking one random guy up there and hoping he's going to do the business? It hasn't worked for seasons. It hasn't worked since forever.
No. It worked last season. We played 4-4-2. We're on a 4 or 5 game winning streak with Chicharito and Arnie up front. Why don't we give Fornals a chance up front? Because that's what he played down at Spain. He played just behind the striker. Who is it? Villarreal, something like that.
Or even Antonio with his timber. The thing is, they haven't even got to be a great striker.
Yeah.
They just need to be able
Create
to
the
bring
space,
the defenders towards him to create space for the other striker.
I thought also taking Felipe Anderson off at half time was the wrong decision. He played better than Yarmolenko for the first 45 minutes, in my opinion. And also,
Yarmolenko wasn't even there, to be honest. I mean, his name was on the sheet.
Yeah.
He walked onto the pitch, but where did he go?
Yeah, I think Yarmolenko, when you're winning, he's fantastic. When you're losing, he's not good enough. So I think 45 minutes when you're chasing the game, you need a pacey striker rather than Yarmolenko, who's going to be always cutting on his left foot trying to shoot. But we've also lacked shooting recently. Like, we've not shot enough. I thought, what was it, our first...
You're not going to score without shooting.
No, I think it was the 60th minute until we got our first shot on target when Antonio came on. And that proves how much we've missed him. Maybe next game we go 3 at the back against Chelsea. Pellegrini won't do it.
3 at the back or not wing backs, not wing backs. Would you say wing backs? Would you play wing backs?
I'd maybe play...
How many times can I say wing backs?
Don't know. I think maybe play on the left side. You play Masuaku or left mid, and then put Fredericks further forward with maybe Winston Reid could give him a chance, 70 minutes.
Yeah.
And if so, then bring Declan Rice back after 70 minutes in to centre-back role if we're losing.
With Haller and Antonio, obviously, yeah?
Oh, yeah, Haller, Antonio and Anderson as well.
Yeah.
I think would be our front 3 next game. Would be nice.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. So that will be it for Irons United. Thank you very much for joining us. If you haven't joined us live, obviously you can catch up. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We have a website. We're all over the place. So from West Ham United Supporters Club, thank you very much for watching. Sorry about the swearing. Dave can't help it. He's got a little bit of Tourette's. And good night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.